Nabab Stadium. And we are here for what I would deem as the biggest game of the season so far in the 2024-2025 Debmarine Premiership campaign. It is African Stars, the home team, versus Khomas Nampol, the league toppers. And I can assure you that this is going to be a heated affair. There's a lot of storylines in this one, and we'll get to them as the game goes on. But for those of you who do know, it is a test for both teams. One of these characters is going to come out on top unless it's a draw. And one of them will state their claim to really put at least one finger on the title. My name is Emmanuel Nkara, as always, and I believe we will be able to see your comments as the game goes on. So yes, please tell us where you will be watching from. And if you are in Okahanja, make your way to the stadium. You can still get in. The stadium is packed, absolutely packed. Of course, there was a previous game, Okahanja United versus KK Palace. And wow, KK Palace got a 1-0 victory against the home team. So it was a slightly disappointing turnout for most of the supporters here. But they have stayed in their yellow supporters kits. We can still see them here, but it's fair to say that the Red Army has come out to support African Stars in Okahanja to make sure that these important points are secured. So share with your football friends and family. We are live. And let us know what you think the final scoreline will be. We will be able to see your comments live on YouTube. And tell us who you think will score. And as I go shortly to the starting lineups of both teams, let us see how they have lined up. For African Stars, a similar starting 11 with Marvin Kasetura in goal. One change is Garuka coming in for Edmund Kambanda. So Vitapi Garuka coming in for Edmund Kambanda. Gianluca and Charles Ambira and Tabang Malane complete the back four. Stiga Kechiere is our captain in defensive midfield, along with Godwin Isaac and Erika Mutua, along with the star man, if you can call him that, who I believe is the star man, Bakonja Shahikika. And then alongside Dion Dennis and Willie Stefanus, our number 10, who had a goal in the previous game yesterday. And of course, Bakonja scored 2 goals along with Harold Gassep. Harold Gassep is on the bench along with Maharero Paulus Chatindi, the goalkeeper, Romario Njavera, Jomo Chiveta, Jackson Johannes, and lastly Mutuzu. So only one change, and that is Edmund Kambanda is unfortunately on leave, and he will be replaced by Vitapi Laruka. For Khomas Nampol, it is number 18, Edwin Abraham, number 3, Apollo Angero, number 8, David Hango, number 10, the Starman, Ibrahim Absalom Kamchacha Imbondi, number 4, Erasmus. Thank you for that. Erasmus Ikengi, number 7, Diogenes Chipunka, number 24, to Longa, number 13, Kume, number 33, Martin, number 12, Java, number 17, Michael, number 28, Simeon, and lastly, number 19, Ronaldo Fris. The teams have come out to touch hands, take some photographs as the anticipation builds here in the stadium. You can hear we are in the thick of the supporters, so I can already apologize for any language that is spoken live on the stream. But it is a very festive atmosphere, even in January, as the season has progressed. With some results, obviously, in just a few hours today, we had seen 4 results, which is Unam FC beating Jalinho Athletics FC 2-1, so 3 points for Unam, and that brings Unam to 5th with 13 points. And then Tigers drew 2-2 with Blue Boys. Mighty Gunners drew 0-0 with Chula Chula. And lastly, again, the result that I already read out, KK Palace defeated Okahanja United 1-0. There's going to be a lot of talk under Mighty Gunners, who gained 1 point to make them 15. African Stars are having 14 points. And the team under is Unam FC with 13. So Khomas Nampol 17, Young African, the only undefeated team in the logs left, is at 15. Mighty Gunners 15, Stars 14. So 3 points to African Stars will take them to first. Of course, Khomas Nampol will go ahead the supporters just cheering on their team. African Stars in their quite unique home kit here, the red and black. But yes, Khomas Nampol gained 3 points. They go to 20 points, and that's 5 points away from the second team, Young African. So African Stars would need to get 3 points to at least get level on Khomas Nampol's current points, which is 17. So This is for all the marbles. One finger on the title. No need to talk about other football news as I generally would throughout the game. This is all attention on this 90 minutes here. As Kamchacha in body will center. Kamchacha is a player that I've played football with. I know him very well. And that is kickoff at the top of the hour. Let us see what happens. And in the previous game, African Stars really had an advantage on that right flank between Godwin, Dion Dennis, and Bakonja. Let's see how they fare in this game. Dion Dennis. Here comes Khomas Nampol just establishing themselves with possession, but a wayward pass ends up as a throw-in to African Stars. And it's back in the hand of Nampol. Captain there just commanding his players. He comes out to number 18, Ibrahim, and there's Salazar with a little bit of a touch, and two players getting confusion there for Stars. Salazar goes wide to his number 24, and that is Boli. Boli puts it in the box, but it's cut out by Dion Dennis, and here comes Stars now with Awilo. Munjua, Gianluca, Awilo trying to beat the captain for pace. But a very good tackle by Erasmus Ikengi, the captain for Khomas Nampol. There's the first touch for Garuka coming back into the team. Stiga. Godwin. Good turn. He finds Dion Dennis. Dion Dennis cuts in. He might want to maybe have a shot opportunity on his left. I said Malane. Dion Dennis, he gets that touch. He can still work with the ball. He does. He finds Rika Mujua, and that's the first shot off target. Kuruga just allowing Kasetura to come collect and lofts it beautifully to Dion Dennis, who chests it down but loses the ball with a wayward pass. Here's Mateus, but another bad pass from him. Godwin. Chipuka, the goalkeeper for Khomas Nampol, just finding his captain. Ikengi finds Ibrahim, but caught out there from Gianluca. And it is Gianluca that will be playing left back in replacement of Edmund Kambanda, and Garuka comes to his natural position of centre back. Shaluka did play centre back in the previous game yesterday. Chipuka. Trying to find Salazar. Salazar does have that flick, but it's in the feet of Dion Dennis, and he does well to find a teammate. Stefanos, he looks up. He tries to find, but Chipuka did well to come out. That's a handball. Not a deliberate handball there from Malane. And now it will be time for Kamchatka to maybe calculate something, as Khomas Nampol will be a team to be feared about with their aerial ability. Salazar is a top goal scorer in the Debmarine Premiership, so you need to watch out for him. He is the captain. Akengi, he puts it into the box. Almost finding Kamchatka. It comes out to Boli. Boli too much on that. Back into the hands of the Red Army with Awilo. No support. He's looking for support. He finds support. Zaluka. Akengi does well. That's why he's captain. And the Khomas Nampol supporters really like that pressure. There was pressure there on Chipuka. Angero. Interception. Throwing to Nampol. I can tell you that some of the supporters here are really having discussions, heated discussions about both teams, all in the sports action of football. And there goes Fris. Good tackle there from Godwin. Dion Dennis loses it now to Mateus. But Garuka, the strongest man in the league, loses it now to Kamchatka. He doesn't want to lose it there. And that is offside. Oh, you don't want to? Second half. Erika is pressured by two players, and he does the good thing by just kicking it out to touch. But it's back into the hands of Nampol. Charles Ambira intercepted there just in front of Salazar. Those two will definitely know each other very well. Stiga, comfortable on the ball, as always. I couldn't find the pass wide to Dion Dennis. Ibrahim, he finds Kamchatka, and that is interestingly offside to Nampol. Salazar wins it back though, and he is a player really playing with confidence. Good touch there from Awilo, beating one player, he beats another player. It's a bad touch from Makonja. You don't say that often. Chozambira finds Gianluca. He keeps it in. He finds it into the box, but it's caught out from the Hungaro. And Akengi just puts it out for touch. Throw in taken quickly. Rika, Mutua, a shot on target. It's a shot off target, in fact. So in about the first 10 minutes of the game, 2 shots off target for African Stars. No real attempts yet from African Stars or from Khomas Nampol. Akengi. Willow with the interception, but it's back to Akengi. Hango. Angero. Mateus tries to find Boli on that left wing, but it's caught out from Malani, and Stars have it back with Dion Dennis. Malani. Could they keep it in? It's a throw in. Interesting cross the back four, and it's a dangerous one by the number 7. Nigenius. Passes like that across the back four are dangerous, as attacking players can always latch on to those passes. He is a number 7 player that's having the left back position, so the left back has a number 7. Perhaps he's a creative left back. We'll have to see. Good midfield play there from Stars, and it's here with Mujua. He finds Makonja. The two working well together. Dion Dennis now on his left foot. He looks up for Makonja. He can take a shot. Oh my goodness. It's on target, but that was saved. Essentially blocked. And 3 good attempts. Half attempts there for Stars. Dion Dennis puts it down for Makonja. And that surely is a foul. No, it's a handball. Wow. Game continues. This is thick and fast. Awilo, you cannot do that here, my brother. Some fancy footwork there from the number 10, Willis the Fathers. Just telling the crowd here in Okahanja that, hey, guys, we are having fun also. It's always good to see that even in such an important game, players play with full confidence. And here comes Fris. Kamchacha. It's a flick over to Fris. It's saved, but it is offside. And the fans here, did not see the offside flag go up. They thought Salazar was actually trying to score there, but no, he knew it was offside, surely. Sometimes you shouldn't play to the whistle. Of course, we do not have VAR in the Debmarine Premiership. Maybe Debmarine will look into that next season. But you could probably see from the replay if that is an offside decision. It's a hard tackle there from Makonja. Godwin, Makonja, Rika Mujua, Malane. Good play there from Stars, just to work with the pressure that was given by Kamchacha. Almost a beautiful back heel from Makonja, but it wasn't good enough. Chris is through. He's going to give a back heel of his own. It's a little of a chip, but Garuka does well to just keep it away from Salazar. Here's Hando. He's going to take a shot, and it's wow. And Janchis Fris, the number 11 on this right side of the wing for the right wing of Khomas Nampol, seems to be the target or the player that Nampol are looking for. They're looking for him again, and Jaluka has to do well. Kasitira has to do well as well. He finds Ambira with a simple through ball to Dion Dennis. Dion Dennis has a very interesting decision now. He cuts back. He takes a shot. Second attempt on target. Well saved from Chipuka. And the Blues there are obviously raining down on Daniel Salazar. He knew that was coming. But Salazar is a champion. He was in the team when African Stars won. So he is a champion. We will give him that respect. Here's Fris. Couldn't keep it in. Throw into African Stars, taken quickly. Makonja battling there with Ikengi. He's supported by Willie Stefanos. Stefanos puts it in the box. Good goalkeeping so far from Chipuka. The number 35 goalkeeper for Khomas Nampol has done well in the first 15 minutes. That ball too much for Dion Dennis. Can you hear the supporters? And Nalani was trying to chase it down. He's lost it now to Kamchacha. Kamchacha comes back. It's a shot. And it's a corner. The first corner of the game goes to Khomas Nampol. Absolim Kamchacha in Bondi. You must watch out for him, the number 10. He is a talisman in Namibian football. We all know his name. He always likes to remind people that, hey, you like to talk about other players, you must always watch out for me. Corner comes in from Fris. It's a flick on at the front post, but it's away from Godwin. The captain, Ikengi. Malane. Bad touch doesn't end up in dangerous positions as Stiga can bring it out with comfortability. Godwin couldn't trap it, but it is trapped by Makonja, and Godwin couldn't find his footing. Box and Luka with some professionalism just chased back to his goalkeeper. And just to repeat what I said, Coach Onikanenlo said in his post-match interview for the 4-0 victory against Young Brazilians that he wasn't really impressed with the victory. He wanted his players to be more alert for the second ball. Do not allow teams to have an advantage via your own mistakes. So we will see how the Red Army cannot make mistakes and give advantages, unnecessary advantages to African Stars, and that's offside. Bakonja Chaikika himself almost thought he was coming off of a offside position he played on, and Dion Dennis just threading through from that right flank was unfortunately offside. But again, that right flank, 4 Stars, is in the past 2 games has been an area of great contention and fruits. Chanchi is back to his captain Akengi, and Akengi just gives it back to Kasaitura. And of course, we will have a water break around the 25th minute. It is scorching temperatures here in Okahanja. But let us know where you're watching from in the comfortability of your home. We will have a look at the comments in the second half of the game. So tell your football friends and family that we are live for the biggest game of the season so far. I call this game one finger on the title. Flip on header there from Awilo. Konja's not the fastest player. That's a foul. And the Red Army supporters here are actually very disappointed with that decision, and the referee is asking Awilo to not argue with me. That was a foul. Do not try to ask for a yellow card or such. The referee is standing fast. No nonsense. Indimo back to his goalkeeper. Defensive header from Malane finds Godwin. Indimo, Ibrahim, Malane. Taken off the ball from Mateus. Throw in 2 Stars. Let us know your final prediction of this game. Probably the game of the weekend, with Mujua Rika cutting back in. It looked like he was going to take a shot. He shouldn't lose the ball there, and he has. Tazambira. That's smart from the brave warrior. Gianluca Stiga luckily gets that ball back, and he continues his run. A good interception. Just a little bit of a body there from the number 8, David Hango, to loading forward. That might have been his one opportunity for his half, for the first 45 minutes. Stiga almost had an opportunity in the previous game to score himself, but he couldn't open his account. Gianluca. Zambira finding Malane. Malane is coming from right back to be here in the box, and he needs to get back into position. Sometimes a right back can make a run like that, but he needs to make sure that he is not caught in position, out of position. Bakonja wins that foul. That's the first foul Khomas Nampol have committed in this game so far. And the Red Army supporters are already calling for Willie Stefanis to calculate something here. Bakonja Chaikika will join Willie Stefanis, but this is surely a right-footed free kick for a right-footed player. Chaikika is predominantly left-footed, but this is Willie Stefano's range right here. The camera phones are out. Anticipation, it will be Bakonja! It's a shot on target there. Vitapera Garuka, the centre back, just working well on that right wing, just to regain ball retention, but it's still lost to Khomas Nampol. And Salazar has time to run, but he also has time to foul Charles Ambira. Garuka just giving a handshake to Charles Ambira for being a little bit out of position as he had to cover for his centre back. But that is the water break stoppage for both teams. A good first 25 minutes of the game. Both teams are really playing chess out there. Possession might be 50-50 in favor of both. And as the tally scores, African Stars have had 3 shots on target with 2 shots off target. And Khomas Nampol just having 1 shot off target. So it's all equal so far. Let us know your final score prediction and share with your football friends and family. Of course, Khomas Nampol haven't had an easy going as they are on top of the log, but they did lose their first game in round 7 against Unam FC 2-1. Unam is really putting some results together so far. They just won today, and Unam are 5th in the log. So the clever boys are always one to watch. Mighty Gunners are really a team that I would have worried for, but in the last 2 games they have drawn and lost, both at home. And we can never forget the new team, Young African, that is starting to gain some confidence in 3rd position in the log. Game continues. Here's the captain. Matthews, Akengi, Fries. Hango. Salazar. Losing it out to African Stars with him falling on the ground. Not a good advertisement for Salazar, but he does now put a good through ball to Kamchacha. Kamchacha cuts the play. He finds Boli on that left wing. Boli puts it in, but couldn't find Salazar with Stiga. Very comfortable on the ball. Bakonja. Dion Dennis. Godwin Isaac really needs to come into the game. Yesterday he had so many touches, he even had an assist, but so far the number 7 for African Stars, Godwin Isaac, really not coming into the game in his own right. Here's Hango. Chris, tackle from Awilo. Good work. Good pass there from Rika. Bakonja's pretty much alone, but he finds Godwin. Possession play is important to coach Rani Cananello. Good touch there from Godwin. That's what he needs to do. Couldn't find Bakonja, but Stars still have the ball. Cleared. Here comes Nampol. Boli. Salazar caught out there from Garuka. It's as if the African Stars players know exactly each step that Daniel Salazar will take. And he loses the ball once again, Salazar. Malane, good turn. Changes play. Gianluca, he's tall enough to chest it like that. Stefanos. Erika. Gianluca, he can look up. Will he use his left foot? Nope. Chooses to go to Awilo. Erika, what can he do? He's in the box. He cuts back to Malane. Malane now. Bakonja got one with a shot. And it's just wide for a goal kick. Good passage of play from African Stars. That's their third off-target attempt. And here's some grass here for Erasmus Ibrahim. He put his hand up as to say there was a handball, but nothing doing from Gianluca. Gianluca really playing well. He played centre back yesterday. He's playing left back today, and he's really comfortable there. Gianluca puts up on the ball now, going back to his goalkeeper, Charles Ambira. Stiga needed to be quicker with the ball. Luckily, it still found his left back. Here he is again, the captain. Gianluca now having time to think. An important 3 points for both teams, it must be said. This is an African Stars platform, but we cannot overlook the importance for both teams getting this 3 points. It's a mouth-watering affair. This is just a good game for the neutrals. Space for Bakonja. He has to take it on his own. Oh, what a save! What a save! Wow. I was so sure that was going to be a goal, and Bakonja is still holding the post in disappointment, as he knows that was an easy attempt. The biggest attempt so far in this game fell to the informed player, and he will slowly walk to take this corner. It's unfortunate. He's really on fire. It was a great through ball from Erika Mujua, the number 15, to find Bakonja. But untaken. The corner comes in. Good cover work there from Garuka. Stars can recalculate their approach again. And as I said, Chipuka, the goalkeeper for Khomas Nampol, has really put a man of the match performance so far already in this first half, saving 4 shots on target. That surely is a foul. Bakonja impeded at the back of his head. It's a head injury. Mr. Ref, you have to look at that. And the referee is just saying, no, the ball was in the air. It was a 50-50. So no foul given. I can see Coach Ronica Nenelo just standing up there with his hands on his hips, just maybe slightly disappointed. And he might just be disappointed about chances not being taken. African Stars were probably 3-0 at this point in time yesterday. They scored all 3 goals by the 39th minute in the first half. And in this game, it's still 0-0. A tougher test. Here is the well-performing Chipuka, the goalkeeper. He's not the tallest man, but he's stocky. Godwin with the header on. Bakonja in miles of space. He's finding good space there in that number 10 role, just behind the striker. He's actually essentially the furthest man forward, the striker. But here comes Ibrahim. He goes to the back post for Salazar. It just goes out for a goal kick. So it is Dion Dennis on the right, Bakonja Shahikika playing striker, and Awilo on the left. But you could call Bakonja more of a deep lying striker, more like Hurricane when he was playing for Tottenham, getting involved with the through balls and the passes, the passage of play. Not really an out and out ST. African Stars really still trying to establish an out and out striker. So probably the transfer window will be open on Monday. It will be interesting to see if African Stars can do any business. Of course, they do have some issues to sort out, but surely by the time the 25th of February comes, when the transfer market closes, African Stars will be able to make some business happen. And we are joined now from our current chairperson and our former chairperson, Mr. Patrick Kauta, and Mr. Salamo Hai, who celebrated his birthday yesterday. So happy birthday, Mr. Hai. Happy birthday. Yep. Mr. Malani. Garuka going wide to Gianluca, who has been playing very well. Let's see if he can use his left foot. He comes back to Awilo. Awilo will have time to think. Couldn't find the pass. Stigall tried to clean up against Salazar. Salazar just does the mature thing to just find touch. And Gianluca now cutting in from left back. Rika, good touch and turn. Same by Godwin, and Malani has time to run. Headed out there, and a foul. It was really a late challenge there from Boli. We just hope Malani taking a little bit of a knock to his face, but okay to continue. And Vitapi and Garuka just asking Gianluca to maybe either stay or come back infield after this free kick is taken. He does take the free kick, Garuka. It went to Bakonja, and he unfortunately lost the ball and had to commit the foul. I can get Abraham Mateus Angero almost losing the ball to Shaikika. And Khomas Nampol are essentially playing a back three with the two defensive midfielders in David Hango and Dennis Mateus. David Hango may be the most defensive player, but yes, essentially is a back three of the number 7 on the left in Dimo, along with Angero and the captain Ikengi. So really something that you can commend the head coach of Khomas Nampol, Gareth Aikap, to play a back three against the champions. So Coach Ronnie Cananello really might attempt to unlock that back three with a foul given to African Stars. And that is Tabang Malani that has stayed down on the ground. We do not want to see that. It looks like he took a knock. In fact, it's not Malani. That might be the star boy, Bakonja Chahikika. And he's tapping the ground in pain. And ladies and gentlemen, he took 3 hard tackles in the previous game yesterday. And he was essentially substituted because he went off injured. I mean, he won 2 yellow cards were tackles that Chahikika suffered yesterday. And now he's back on the ground, and we were always guessing how long he would be able to continue in this game. Jomo Chiveta, the number 20 for African Stars, came on for Bakonja and had a good game in the last 30 minutes. So that might be in the minds of Coach Ronnie Cananello. But Bakonja is walking. He is signaling that he will be able to continue. That's a good sign. And of course, Jomo Chiveta will always be an option as the game continues. Of course, Harold Gassett, who scored the 4th goal yesterday, will definitely feature in this one with his pace. Good through ball there from Charles Ambira, finding Gianluca, and it's a foul. Wow. And that does not impress the Red Army supporters here. Willow still asking the referee, how is that a foul? Header on there from Kamchacha. Malane will sort it out. He hasn't. It falls down to Fris. But Malane does sort it out, and he clears to Dion Dennis, and Dennis does well to win the throw-in. Hango. Foul from African Stars. A free kick given to Khomas Nampol. Closing stages of the first half. And while African Stars have definitely had 4 shots on target, 3 shots off target, Khomas Nampol have only had 1 shot, and it was off target. So the first 45 minutes have been in favor of the Debmarine champions. But possession, you could still say 50-50 between these two teams. Chipuka couldn't find a player. Godwin finds Malane. Malane loses it now to Boli. Boli finds Indimo Hango. Chipuka does very well to find Ibrahim, and that header just flicked the back of Gianluca, and it is indeed a throw-in to Nampol, and it's taken quickly. Kamchacha, you must watch out. Hey, he's always trying to figure something out. Mateus, ball retention to his left back. Here comes Boli. Indimo. Angero. That's not going to work against African Stars. You must keep the ball down. Charles Mbida is a national team player. He knows all about aerial attacks. Here's Salazar. Good touch. Good pass. And the ball, Gianluca really has to do well here between two players. He's the one that had the block, so very well done from Gianluca against two Khomas Nampol players. 2 minutes added on in this first half. So it is signaling from the fourth official that it is 2 minutes. Our time does show a little bit different, but yeah, 2 minutes. In fact, it is. Dion Dennis comes back into midfield with Lidua. Gianluca, what can he do? He will have to try and beat his player, but he goes back to Rika. Good free ball to Awilo. Awilo looks up. He puts the cross into Dion Dennis. He's tall enough to put the header. And it's another comfortable save from Chekuka. Perhaps one more attempt from the Red Army before half-time. Gianluca working very well with Willie Stefanis today. Goes wide. Oh, almost finding Dion. But Malane can maybe put one cross back in. He finds Godwin. Little chip into the box. Chekuka cleans up in front of Willie Stefanis. And that might be the last play of the half. Chekuka just cooling things down. One more attempt may be available for Khomas Nampol. Boli, he puts it into the box, but again, even before I say it, Charles Mbida is there. Dion Dennis is offside. We can all see that, and Bakunja couldn't make that pass. He does find Awilo. Gianluca cuts in from the left back position. And that is half time. Wow. An applause from the spectators here in the Okahanja Stadium for what was a good game of 45 minutes football from both teams. But the first half ended goalless. And as the visuals will stay on, please stay tuned for the second half in this big game against African Stars and Khomas Nampol. The game that is called One Finger on the Title. Stay tuned for the second half.
interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Welcome back to the game of the season. Well, of course, to certain fans, it will be game of the season, but it is a game that puts one finger on the title. Definitely sends a message to the rest of the league that one of these teams who gain the 3 points will have a very strong chance of commanding the rest of the league. We're going to look if there are any substitutions, and in fact, there has been a substitution made for African Stars. It will see Godwin Isep coming off for the number 23 man who scored game for Khomas Nampol as the second half begins. No substitutions confirmed, and that's why Gassep has been put into the game so quickly, because he is a quick, very quick player. But Dion Dennis committed a foul in the box, and that kills off that attack. But African Stars will definitely look to attack the back three of Khomas Nampol. We said it. I said it in the first half. A back three against the champions is a bold tactic from Coach Gerald Ichap of Khomas Nampol. He probably said, no, that's how we play, so we don't need to change anything, even if we are playing the champions. So now we will see if the quick Harald Gassep on that left wing, he is left-footed. He scored a goal yesterday from the right flank, but he is naturally a left winger. Let us see as he catches the ball now. Let's see what he can do on that left wing for African Stars. With him getting the ball now, he loses it, but it's still in the hands of African Stars. But here comes Salazar. Comfortable play from Salazar. Maybe not a good 45 minutes for the former African Stars player, but he will try to rectify that in this next 45 minutes. I do have your comments right in front of me now, so you can talk to me directly. My name is Emmanuel Nkara, of course. Davido is the technical manager here for media on the camera, so we will be able to see your comments. Let us know where you're watching from, and give us your score prediction for this mega Debmarine Premiership game. Fris takes it out, throw into African Stars. And Dangi Amutenya says 2-1 to Khomas Nampol. That's his prediction. We shall see in Dangi. No handball there on the Rika. The referee allows it to play, and that's Gassep. And he commits the foul, but that's a little bit of a light foul there, wouldn't you think? Oh, and Elaine Johnson watching from Accra, Ghana. Wow, it's a privilege to have our stream broadcasted all around Africa, reaching Ghana. Let's make the second half count, African Stars. Yes, African Stars players, supporters all around Africa. So thank you, Elaine, wifey in the chat. Salazar, Boli. Salazar will recollect. Not naturally a left footer, so he will try to get it back onto his right. He has two players under pressure. He tries to win the foul, but the referee doesn't allow himself to be swayed, but he did win the throw-in. Salazar with the header on, but nope, that's clearly out for a goal kick. Panduleni Jonas has a prediction of 1-1, a draw. And of course, a draw will favor the league toppers, Khomas Nampol. It will take them to 18 points. And for African Stars, that will take African Stars to 15 points. So Khomas Nampol will still have 4 points ahead of the champions, and that's a foul on Bakonja from the number 3, Apollo Hangero. Paulus Jonas is watching from Afghanistan. I really have to make sure that you guys are telling the truth in where you are watching these games from. Awilo with the free kick is looking for the overlapped runner, which was Malane. No, not Malane. It was Rika, in fact. Salazar couldn't trap that ball, and Malane now does well to clean up. He needs to be careful. He did what he could there, but here's David Hango with good possession play there. Hangero. He comes wide to Indimo. Indimo goes to his captain, Akenge. Hango. Hango tries to find Fris. Good touch back into the box. And Garuka. Futapi Garuka with his hands up, saying that I had to be the hero. He did enough to really impede two players that played beside him. But good work from Garuka just to stop that passage of play. Shot off target for Khomas Nampol. Here comes Stars. Bakonja on his left foot. Too much. Taikika, he maybe took it too much to his left, his favored left foot, and it closed the angle. But still doing well. Apologies, to win the first corner of the second half for the Red Army. Awilo to take it. Near post. Goal kick. To the disappointment of Garuka. Just high-fiving the referee. Ronnie from Rehoboth saying that it will be a 1-0 victory to Khomas Nampol. African Stars supporters, where are you in the chat? Give us your predictions. There are people saying that we are going to lose this one. Here's Indimo. Boli. Indimo's comfortable with the ball, trying to cut in front of Bakonja. And Coach Ranika Nanelo, in my post-match interview, I really will ask him about how he chose to calculate this back three of Khomas Nampol. It's a well-oiled back three, it must be said. Although they have suffered many shots on target and off target, they've kept the creativity of African Stars at bay. And the referee is actually coming down to the dugout because there seems to be an argument between Coach Ronica Nanelo and some of the coaching staff of Khomas Nampol. And the referee is just bringing the two people in question, Coach Ronica Nanelo and I believe the head coach, Mr. Gareth Ichab, just to have a word with him to say, guys, let's keep it level-headed. Let's keep it professional. Of course, they are both professionals, but this is a very important 3 points, a very important 1 point, if need be. Both teams would definitely not want to come out of this game with 0 points. Yes, we have one supporter saying African Stars 1-0. There's a header there, 2 players bumping into each other, but African Stars couldn't capitalize. Garuka back to his goalkeeper.
Open your mind and just think about it.
Charles Mbida's under pressure, and Stiga loses the ball. Boli chips it over the challenge from Garuka. It's still in the hands of Thomas Nampol. Shot from Hango, but blocked from Hambira, to the applause of the attendees. Good touch and turn there from Bakonja. He comes wide to Dion Dennis. Dion Dennis has space to think. He cuts inside. It's on his left. He gives it to Rika. And well wide. Indira saying we are here. Ronnie saying he's a Bucks supporter. Questions of Ngero. Yes, Ngero is just sorting out contractual obligations. So we'll see how that goes. Uri Kauta saying Stars to win 1-0. Balak saying 2-0 to African Stars. Very good predictions. Let's see how it goes. Mateus, Fris, Mbod, Kamchacha. Mateus going to the right wing, but cut out there from Gianluca, who's had a very good defensive performance. And there is a question to ask Coach Ronnie why we are not playing with an out-and-out striker. Of course, in the coming days, that would be explained. But as it stands, the team does not have a out-and-out striker. And of course, that's why the transfer season or the transfer window is important to African Stars. Rika going through 2 players, but he needs support. He still has the ball. He finds Gianluca. There's a tackle in the box. It's a good tackle. And Khomas Nampol come out with Kamchacha finding Salazar. Salazar again losing the ball. But Ibrahim goes back to his goalkeeper. And Chipuka just clears his lines. Throw in to Nampol. Steven says Stars 2, Nampol 1. Kamchacha puts it down, makes a turn, finds Hango. And Hango kicks it out to touch. Silas saying 1-0 to African Stars. Mika is, of course, Jomo Chiveta's favorite supporter. I believe we will see Jomo Chiveta coming in maybe on the left wing. I mean on the right wing, apologies. Harold Gassep just had a touch there, which is deemed to be offside. So sooner rather than later, perhaps at the 60th minute, Jomo Chiveta might be the player to be introduced. Here's Malane. 1-2 with Awilo. Dion Dennis goes wide to Malane. Awilo gives some space to Malane. That's good work from Awilo, and there's the foul. Yes, it did happen. It was a delayed response from Malane, and it allows African Stars to get a favorable free kick. And I just hope that Malane doesn't stay down after this small knock. He's helped up by the referee, and Awilo can now fine-tune his free kick. Don, you are saying that you can feel that the goal is coming. Yeah, hopefully it will be a very good time to score. Is Yosef still at the club? Well, we will see during the transfer market about Joseph Juja. Free kick from Awilo. It goes to the back post, and it's punched out from Chipuka, but it is a foul nonetheless. Stephanus 1-0. Stephanus saying 1-0 to African Stars. And Sylvester saying 2-0 to African Stars. So great predictions from you. Thank you for tuning in, all 200 of you live on YouTube. You see, this is communication. We love to communicate with our fans, even people that are not supporting African Stars. It's always good to know that African Stars platform brings you the games live. So make sure to share with your football friends and family. Gianluca goes wide to Gassep. Gassep breaks his player in half. Now he has time to run and think. He comes back inside for Rika. Rika unfortunately lost the ball. He retains it. Finds Awilo. Dion Dennis. Awilo will definitely go wide to Malane. Time to put the cross in. Ooh, almost to the back post for Gassep, but it was a beautiful defensive header from David Hango, the defensive midfielder, the number 8. Playing a good game, David Hango for Khomas Nampol, really commanding that defensive midfield position. Oh, good turn from Gassep. He puts it in. Awilo's there. Oh, beautiful touch. Beautiful shot. Dion Dennis couldn't capitalize. Oh, Awilo with some defensive work. And that brings the Red Army to applause. Daruka wins the foul. Good play. Very good play. And Melka just saying that Jomo should probably play center forward. While Konja Chahikika is basically playing striker at this present moment. So if he still has a little bit of a knock, here's Bakonja right now make with a good pass to Dion Dennis. And he is fouled. Star stays star chance here in Okahanta. And it's a consecutive free kicks in the same position for African Stars. They need to maybe capitalize on one of these, as the game is really a chess match between two great teams. Awilo puts it to the back post. Apologies, that was Bakonja who put it into the back post, but it's an off-target header from Gassep. And just as I said, many free kicks in a similar position. And he might get slightly frustrated. Coach Ronnie Cananello might be slightly frustrated to say we had opportunities to put it into the box and we didn't take them. Khomas Nampol making some changes. 2 substitutions have come on. It is number 15, Desmond Isak, coming on for David Hango, who I have just applauded for his performance, and Daniel Salazar. Daniel Salazar, the top goal scorer of the log, could not have a opportunity on goal, not even a shot off target, and he is replaced by the number 19, Ronaldo Fris. So you could say that one defensive midfield change and one attacking change for Khomas Nampol. So still in the balance for Coach Gareth Ichab. He still believes that his team can get a result here. Kasetuna needs to be careful. Yeah, he saw the player that was giving pressure to Malane and he decided not to give it to his right back. Tries to find Gossip but just goes out for touch. Some transfer news from Shirley. So Shirley has the scoop. Free kick taken quickly. 1-2 touches in the midfield, and it's a little bit of a chip trying to find Bakonja, but what must be said, a good performance from Chipuka, the goalkeeper. He's really been alert. He's been standing on business. No mistakes from the goalkeeper for Khomas Nampol. Fris. Indimo. Mateus. Oh! Chopping Stiga in half. But Gianluca perfectly placed. Akonja with the chest. Hit it on for Gossip. He cuts inside. Back heel. Beautiful back heel to Gianluca. Gianluca doesn't really use his left foot often. So couldn't really put a good touch there. Charles Ambira. Maybe he'll take a shot on for himself. Almost breaking the line. But Gossip now has time to think. Shot from Rika. And it's off target. But Harold Gossip on that left wing has brought some industry. So we'll keep an eye on that left flank for African Stars. It seems to be bearing fruit. The cross is just the final pass, just needs to be clinical. But that's why we need this out-and-out striker. Akonja is playing in that position, but yeah, it is what it is. Here's Malane. Awilo, good touch. 1-2. Caught out from Nampol. Fris. Oh! The strongest man in the league, Vitaping Daruka, just bodies his player out of touch. And the referee, that's not a yellow card. That's not a yellow card. But the stadium is looking at this challenge, and the referee just calming things down. Just calming things down. If anything, it's a free kick to Khomas Nampol. But unfortunately, the fence is here in the Okahanta Stadium, so the player the Khomas Nampol player did throw himself or was thrown into the fence. But we will hope that he's okay. But wow, the players are asking for substitutions. We will have to confirm which player that indeed was. But the players themselves are saying he needs to be substituted. So as we wait for that to subside, thanks again for all 260 of you watching live on YouTube. The game is still very tense. And in this time, as we wait, some of the players are getting some water. If you have any questions for me, Emmanuel Nkara, as the commentator for African Stars, perhaps you would want a specific player for me to interview at the post-match interviews, just let us know. We will be going live for this interview. Wow, the ambulance, ladies and gentlemen, the ambulance has driven on the pitch. I cannot see from my angle. I cannot see from my angle which player this is. It is a Khomas Nampol player, but the ambulance has literally driven onto the pitch to attend to this player. I tried to see which player that was, but I couldn't confirm. But soon I will be able to confirm which player that was. It might have been the left back in Demo, the number 7. No, it's not him. So I will try to confirm which player that is, as Khomas Nampol readies their third substitution. Yeah, the fence is too close, and it's really not safe. Yeah, I agree. Wilfred April wants me to have an interview with Awilo. Yeah, maybe Awilo might be the one. Vivian says Dion Dennis about to score. By the looks of your surname, I believe that you are family members with him. So no, he's doing well. He's doing very well. He almost scored in the previous game yesterday. Had 2 opportunities. One of them were even cleared off the line. So if it wasn't for one player to clear it off the line, Dennis might have scored yesterday. Yeah, it is a yellow card. It is a yellow card to the strongest man in the league, Vitapi Garuka. I mean, we did just put somebody in the hospital. So speedy recovery for that player, but the game will continue. It is a free kick to Khomas Nampol. Oh, and it's straight back into the hands of Kasetura. I will try to confirm which player that was. From my angle, I could not see, but definitely the player has been substituted, and I will confirm the player that has been brought on. But there's a flick on that breaks the line. Indimo, Kasetura could catch. The number 25 has been brought on to Longa, and he is playing at the left back position. Here's Gasset. He finds Dion Dennis. Dion Dennis has to take this on himself. He cuts back in, and unfortunately could not find Zamluka. That was maybe Dion Dennis's opportunity to take it on himself. He only had one player. He only had one player to beat. You might have maybe cut in and maybe hesitate, cut back to your right and take a shot, even if it gets blocked. Akenge goes back to his goalkeeper. That central midfield is really not working for African Stars. As while Bakonja is tasked to play a deep lying striker, he maybe wants to get more of the ball. Of course, Godwin Isip, who is maybe his partner in crime, has been substituted at halftime. So it's maybe harder for Bakonja to really get onto the ball. But here's Awilo. A little bit of a hospital pass, but still throwing to African Stars. Malane. It's unfortunate because the supporters here wanted Dion to turn because he had space of his own. And it is Dion Dennis who is being substituted for Jomo Chiveta. So, Malka, your player is on. Let us see how it does. And I think it's a little bit harsh from the supporters to be, asking more from Dion Dennis. I mean, what he could have done was only have shots on target, but everything else he has been playing pretty well. He had maybe one bad pass, but nothing more than that. Khomas Nampol with a beautiful opportunity that is just off target. It was Kamchacha on that right wing who put it right across goal. And the player Indimo at the back post was caught out from what can be said a beautiful goal line save from Tabang Malane. So Tabang Malane, you have literally saved a goal. And here is Tabang right now. Ooh, almost a good pass to Gassep. Gassep has now moved to the right wing where he scored from yesterday, and Jomo Chiveta is on the left. "15 minutes of normal time here. Somebody will have to be a hero." Bakonja now on the left flank. He looks up. Oh, that's a beautiful tackle from the captain, but Bakonja still has it. He goes to the oh no! Oh no! Hello, Gassep. Oh my goodness. You almost had it, son. What can only be called a free header at the back post from Harold Gassep. A beautiful cross from Bakonja Chahikika. Found Gassep on his head and he headed it wide. The Khomas Nampol player added a touch which has resulted in a corner. It's to the back post, but it's out for a goal kick. Wow. A big opportunity there. Bakonja had a very big opportunity in the first half, and Tabang Malane, apologies, Harold Gossip has now the second biggest opportunity in the second half. Two big opportunities lost for African Stars. I do have a question from Sylvester. Ask Malane if he's happy in Namibia. Malane is very shy from interviews, so I'll ask him personally. Gianluca with a good defensive header. He works now with Jomo. Here's Jomo Chiveta. Good tackle from the captain of Khomas Nampol, Erasmus Akengi. Just a question, who could come on for an attacking option for African Stars? Jomo Asep, they have been brought on already. So I believe those are the two attacking options for African Stars. Of course, I always favor Jackson Johannes, the left back, who has a very good left foot. Even from his left back position, he always puts in good crosses. So he could aid in attacking play, but Jomo and Gasep are two players on both wings, substitutes, that could cause the back three of Khomas Nampol some trouble in the final 10 minutes of this game. Bakonja with the header on. It will go out to touch. It's a big moment for African Stars now. That's a foul throw. Wow, you don't see that often. So a foul throw from Marika results in a overhaul to Khomas Nampol, and here is Hangero. The substitute, Tulonga, finds Idimo. And Idimo, who was the left-sided player in that back three, has maybe advanced more as a left winger. And here is now Idimo. He will control it. Tulonga, pressure from Gasep. Tulonga under pressure from Gasep again. He's very quick. You need to watch out. And Angero just kicking it out for touch unnecessarily, giving the ball back to Stars. Kasetura asking for support. Can't find the player. He goes long, finding Bakonja, and here's Bakonja now with space. Through ball, trying to find Malane. Gasep is in support with him. He will find it to Gasep. Gasep with the cross in the box. Nobody's there. Oh, good touch there from Awilo. Awilo goes wide. Gianluca needs to trap that ball. He does. Jomo. Jomo comes to his right. Awilo cleared. Here's Tabang Malane. He cuts into midfield. He might be running into fire, and he has been burned. And now the ball goes wide to Fris. Fris looks up. Oh, it's a crunching tackle. Good challenge there from Charles Mbira. No nonsense. The supporters here want passion. They want a result. That's offside from Fris. Where's Gossip now? Is he going to run on the wing? He does. Tulonga is following him. He does have a good left foot and he does find Jomo. But the captain, Erasmus Akenge, does well to stop Jomo in his tracks. Throw into African Stars. And of course, with that injury which resulted in the ambulance coming onto the pitch, there will be a comfortable amount of additional time, but time is going. That's it. He tried to find Malane, but it was caught out. Malale and Gossip trying to work together with Awilo in support. That went out. It's unfortunate. Referee has just stopped play as Janchi's Fris needs to be attended to, but wow, just a little bit of a breather for us here. Vivian is saying either Stars will win or either Khomas Nampol will win. No, so Vivian does not believe in a draw. We'll have to see how that goes, and Swartz says it will end up in a draw. And as we said, a draw will favor Khomas Nampol in an African Stars home game. So Khomas Nampol will have their opportunity in a home game. A foul throw, another foul throw. So African Stars ball. Ngaruka. He might want to put in the cross, but he goes to Malane. Ngaruka might be forced to put in the cross. He finds Bakonja. Bakonja turns. Gossip. Ahengero with the defensive header there. And I don't believe Khomas Nampol will have any opportunities on goal. Well, there I talk, and here they come. Good tackle there from Gianluca. Good game from him. Puts Gianluca at left back. But as I say that, it has been 4 attempts off target for African Stars in the second half. 2 attempts off target for Khomas Nampol, with a very big opportunity that Tabang Malane saved. And of course, we remember Harold Gossip with a misplaced header at the back post for African Stars in the second half. So 2 big opportunities for either team to take the lead. Let's see how this game ends. It's a 3-ball. Gossip for touch. And Chipuka, who is a very, very comfortable goalkeeper, did enough and was quick enough to beat Gossip to the ball. Here's Jomo. He's being pressured by Abraham. And now the 2 players are again together, Abraham and Jomo. Jomo does well to beat him. A little bit of a tame shot on target, and that is in fact the first attempt on target for African Stars in the second half. It needs to be better. And And some of you calling for Awilo to maybe show. I will be looking at the fourth official to see how much time, additional time, is added to this game. A minimum of 5 minutes, surely. Good defensive clearance from Malane. Two balls on the pitch. In fact, I might even add 10 minutes to additional time. The ball's in the box, but the number 28, the substitute Simeon, couldn't catch on to that. So that is the third substitution that Khomas Nampol have made. It is Fris that has been substituted, and Simeon has come on the right wing. Daruka. We need a hero who wants to put themselves in the back page of the newspaper on Monday. Who wants to earn 1,000 more followers on their Instagram page if they can single-handedly give 3 points to their team. Tabang Malane. That pass wasn't needed. Good defensive header there from Charles Mbira. But now there's pressure from Khomas Nampol. He's onside. Simeon, he couldn't catch the ball. Charles Mbira is behind him. Oh, that's a beautiful body. And that's a bad tackle. And that's just how good Charles Mbira is. And another player is on the dugout. Wow, 6 minutes of additional time. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes. So if the result does stay like this, it is 4 points that African Stars will gain in this double header weekend. It's not too bad, but it could have been better. Of course, it is a good showing against the league toppers in Khomas Nampol. African Stars have had the better pick of the opportunities. Of course, we can't count out one big opportunity for Khomas Nampol from Kamchacha that almost found Indimo at the back post, which was saved from Tabang Malane. But in general, African Stars have had the majority of the off-target and on-target chances, but no goals. Very frustrating it must be for Coach Ronnie Candenelo. Coach Gareth Ichap from Khomas Nampol might have a little grin on his face, but he knows his boys could have done better themselves as league toppers. About 5 minutes left in this game. The world needs a hero. Angero. Isaac finding Tulonga. Tulonga goes long, too long. Daruka urging on his players, coming up as a centre back. Finds Malane. Here's Gossip now. His players are really under pressure to give a result to the Red Army. Bakonja, he makes a turn, couldn't find the through ball to Gossip. But there, Charles Mbida throws it out to Jomo. The captain, Ikengi, has been beaten. Jomo cuts into the box. And that was the bad pass. It wasn't the smart pass from Jomo. Gianluca puts it back into the box. That's it. Not tall enough to get on that head. Oh, beautiful catch there from Harika. Another opportunity to attack for African Stars. Oh no! Even I am becoming slightly emotional here, as that pass needed to be better from Gossip. And that really might be the end of the opportunities for African Stars. But a point it might be, 4 points in a weekend. Most teams would take that. So we shouldn't be too hard on the boys, as their next 2 games will be against Blue Boys and no, apologies, not Blue Boys, but Chula Chula will be one of those teams in February, the 8th and the 9th games. Here's Gasset. He finds Awilo. Awilo cuts back. Almost a good 1-2 between the 2 players, but it couldn't come off. Here's Simeon. He goes wide to Fris. Isaac. Isaac again finds Kamchacha. Kamchacha with a good pass out wide. Caught out there from Jomo. Good defensive work from the winger. Oh, and he's lost the ball in a bad position. Red Army urging Kasetura to kick it wide, to kick it long. But Stars can't put the ball down in important passages of play. Sticker, unfortunately, hasn't been in this game himself. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a frustrating end of the game. Several players of African Stars are on the floor, maybe just disappointed in themselves. It has ended. African Stars, no. Khomas, Nampol, no. My name is Emmanuel Nkoya. Stay tuned for the post-match interviews, as I will talk to the captain of African Stars, Stiga, and Coach Ronika Nelelo with their analysis of what has transpired. But thanks for joining us. We will be back soon next week for the first game, I believe, of the Maris Cup against Blue Boys. I can confirm that on the 26th, which is a Sunday next week. So join us for that game live in Windhoek. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.